Hello my dear friends. So today we are dealing with the chapter sorting materials into groups. Part 1 continuation. We are right there at the topic called luster. What is luster? All of you do like this. Luster is nothing but shiny. Luster is nothing but shiny. Okay. So I have something. I have some surprise for you. Yeah, here we have two packets. I have little hearts. I have little hearts packet with me and a kurkure packet with me. So let's see. Can you find the lustrous one or the shiny one among these two packets? Yeah. So the little hearts and the kurkure packet are both lustrous and those are both shiny. So the shiny means nothing but lustrous. As you can see, this little hearts packet, it's more shiny and more lustrous as well as this one. And the next one is you have the Kit Kat chocolate packet. So if I peel this out, I have the wrapper on this Kit Kat. So this wrapper is more lustrous and more shiny, right? Can you see this? Yeah, able to see? Yeah. So this wrapper on this wrapper on the chocolate is more lustrous and more shiny. If I open the wrapper, you can see this coil sheet, right? So this coil sheet is more lustrous and more shiny. So you can mostly find this type of coil sheets in the grocery shop and the sweet shops, bakeries, etc. And now luster, as you all know, luster is nothing but shiny. So you have the metals. What are metals? Copper, gold, silver, zinc, etc. are some metals. So metals are also more shiny and more lustrous as this one. Okay guys, so this is the copper vase or as copper bindi, we can call it in Hindi. So this copper vase is, so here copper is a metal. So this copper vase is more lustrous and more shiny as you can see here. And the next one is, yes, if I have an iron strip with me, here I have an iron strip. So this iron strip got rusted with the reaction of moisture and the water. When I kept this outside for 2 to 3 weeks, I have the water and the moisture which made a reaction, and you have the new rusted which formed on this iron sheet. So how can I make this iron sheet? How can I turn this iron sheet into the lustrous form? Yeah, by using this sandpaper. I have this sandpaper. So if I take a piece of sandpaper and if I make a rub like this, so you can find the if I make a rub like this, you can find the lustrous piece again. Yeah, you can find the lustrous iron piece again, which is more shiny and more lustrous. So you can make. So these shiny things are mostly done in the goldsmith shops, as you see. And the next one is soluble and insoluble. So what is soluble and what is insoluble? First of all, for this experiment, let us make an experiment. For this experiment, we need 2 glasses. Yeah, I have 2 glasses here. Let me place these glasses here. Can you see this? Yeah. So you have the 2 beakers or 2 glasses which are placed on this table, and in one glass let us add some salt. In one glass let us add a bit of salt. So in the second glass let us add some sawdust powder. Let us stir this both well. the sawdust which is there, this sawdust remained, this sawdust didn't got dissolved in this water. Okay, this sawdust didn't has not got dissolved in this water, but when you see, my God, the salt got disappeared. The salt dissolved in the water. So, what is the reason behind this? Yeah, but yes, we don't know the reason, but yes, if we have this sawdust powder, we have this sawdust, so the substances which will not, or else which do not dissolve in water, those substances are called as insoluble substance. Okay, the substance which do not mix in the water, such type of substance are called as insoluble substance. So let us write here insoluble substance. So this sawdust substance, so see here, the sawdust is not getting mixed, but it remained, the pieces of the sawdust remained down. So this sawdust is an insoluble substance. Okay, so the substance which will dissolve, or as the substance which will disappear in the water, so such substances are called as soluble substance. The substance which dissolve in the water, such substance are called as soluble substance. So let us write down here. Soluble substance. So in the example of soluble substance, can you see? I can see only water. I can't see the salt inside this water, right? So this salt got dissolved in this water. So this is the soluble substance. And as per you can see, this is the insoluble substance. Okay, my dear friends. Now, let's go to the next one, which is the hard substance and the soft substance. Before going to the hard substance, let's recap it. First of all, we did the lustrous form. Luster is nothing but you have the coil sheet which is more lustrous and more shiny. So we can make, if our metal got rusted, we can make further more lustrous by rubbing it. And next one, we learned about soluble and the insoluble substances. So soluble substance is nothing but the substances just as salt. Not only salt, you have sugar and you have jaggery which dissolves in the water, and the substance which gets dissolved, the substance which disappears in the water, such substance are called as soluble substance. And the insoluble substances are, you have the sawdust powder which will not mix with water, and not only the sawdust powder, you also have the oil will not mix with water, and you have the sand will also not mix with the water. So the substance which do not mix with the water, such substances are called as insoluble substances. Now let's learn the hard substance and the soft substance. Okay, hard and the soft materials. So I have a smiley ball here. So when I scratch this ball, it is getting compressed very easily, right? Can you see here? Yeah. So when I'm scratching this ball, when I'm trying to compress this ball, it's getting easily compressed. But yeah, make sure I have the poster colors. Let me take only one color. Yeah, yes. Let me take this color. So if I'm trying to compress this, it's not getting compressed. But when I'm trying to compress this one, when I'm trying to scratch this smiley ball, it's getting compressed. But when I'm trying to scratch this one, it's not. So the substance which will scratch, or else which will able to compress very easily, such such substances are called as soft materials or as soft substances. Okay, for example, not only the smiley ball, you also have the cotton. Yeah, you also have the cotton. The cotton can also be easily scratched or as easily compressed. So they may compress very easily. And you have the hard substance like poster color. So this poster color is not getting compressed. So the materials which do not which is hard and difficult to compress, and the materials which will not compress, such substances are called as hard materials. Okay, so hard substance and the soft substance. So let's write down on the board, right? Soft materials, hard materials and the soft materials, right? Now, example for soft material is a smiley ball. You can see here, yeah, a smiley ball. And examples for hard materials are a poster color. Not only a poster color, you have the gum box. If I try to compress this box, it's not getting easily compressed. It's not getting compressed actually. And if I am trying to compress this ball, or else this one, this pillow, small pillow, is getting compressed. So you have such type of objects which can be easily get compressed. So those objects are called as soft materials, and the hard materials are compass and the fish. This fish is not getting compressed, the toy fish. So these are the hard materials or as the hard substances. And now next let us talk about the float and the sinking objects or the sinking materials. So yeah, I have a beaker or else a glass of water here. I have a water here. So floating is nothing but the object which remains up, which will not settle in the water. Okay. So let me put a leaf in this water. Oh, the leaf is not getting sink in the water. So the objects, so here the leaf is getting floating on the water. The leaf is floating on the water. So this leaf is not getting sink in the water. So floating is nothing but remaining up in the water. Okay, floating. So this leaf is floating. And you have the sinking one. Yeah, I have a stone here. So let me put a stone in this water. Ooh, the stone is not getting floating. It got sink and it got settled down in the water. So as you see, the leaf is floating on the water, and the stone which is there, it is getting sink and it got settled in the water. So you not only the stone, you also have the nail which sinks in the water, and you have the objects which floating. Yeah, if you have a plastic one, I'm trying to put a cap of this one. So a cap of a poster. Let's see whether this cap floats or it sinks. Yeah, this cap also is getting floated. So the floating objects are nothing but you have more objects around you if you try to put in the water. So but yeah, all these objects, so floating is nothing but staying or else remaining on the surface of the water, and the sinking is nothing but getting settled down in the water. So you have the float and the sink we learned now. And the next one is, yeah, you have the transparent, translucent and the opaque one. Okay, transparent, translucent and the opaque one. I have a leaf here. sorry, see my hand through this paper? Yeah, right? So, but you can see it clearly through this paper. So, yeah, I have something groundnuts here. Okay. Okay guys, so you have the paper. So the objects which are visible through a medium. Also daily you have so many mediums around you. You have the glass, you have water, gas, and you also have the medium of air. So when you're contacting, or else when you're seeing me, I have a medium here. So the medium is air. So here air is a medium. So air is transparent. We can say like air is transparent. So through air we can see, or else we can receive our messages as well as our faces. Now, as you have daily, while you go to grocery shop, or else, yeah, as all the women in their houses, they keep some spices in the boxes which are transparent, right? So go to the kitchen and watch, my dear friends. You have so many spices which get stored in the transparent box, or else transparent bottle. So you have the transparent one. Yeah, inside this one I placed some groundnuts inside this box. So I think you are able to see this groundnuts, right? So you have the groundnuts which you can see. So here, so mostly in the grocery shop they store chocolates in such type of boxes to see the people, is this chocolates or else is this biscuits. Yeah, these biscuits are sweet and good looking, so we can take, or else we can grab it with our money. And now we learned about transparent. Transparent are nothing but the objects which are visible, or else which can see through a medium. So we can see through a medium. Let's say I have this one. You can see my hand through this one. So this is the transparent one. And the translucent is the objects through an object that we can see, but not very clearly. We can see, but not very clearly. Such type of objects are called as, such type of things are called as translucent. Yeah, I have an experiment for you. Here I have a paper and an oil bottle. So here I have a paper and an oil bottle. Let me keep this paper here, and we should put some oil on this paper. Yeah. We should put some oil on this paper and just rub this oil to spread. Just spread this oil whole to the paper like this. You can see this experiment in the book also. They have given this experiment in the translucent page. So you should spread this oil to all this paper. Onto this paper you have. Yeah. So as you can see, can you see my hand through this paper? It was like oil, right? Yeah. Can you see my hand through this paper? Yeah. You can see, but not very clearly. A little bit blurred, right? You can see my hand through this paper, but not very clearly. A bit blurred, right? So such type of mediums you can see, but not very clearly. So such type of mediums are called as the translucent one. Okay, the translucent object, or as a translucent paper. And the next one is, yeah, you have the sandpaper, or as a book. We can also take a book, but yeah, I'm using a sandpaper here. So I placed my hand behind this sandpaper. Can you see my hand through this sandpaper? No. So the objects from the hide and seek. Do you hide behind the glass? No. Or else, do you hide behind the opaque objects just as door, or else just behind the board, or else behind the wall? You may hide behind the wall, right? So do you hide like this? Yeah. You people mostly prefer to hide behind the walls, behind the doors. So why you will hide behind the doors or else walls? Because the Chor who is there, he should not caught you. He should not caught you. So you will prefer to hide behind the door. So the objects which are let's say I have a sandpaper. You are not able to see my hand through this sandpaper. So some objects where you cannot see, where it is not visible through a medium. So such mediums are called as an opaque objects or as an opaque medium. Understood? So you have the transparent one. So the transparent one here is this one. So this is the transparent one, as you can see my hand through this. And you have the translucent one, where you can see but not very clearly. You can see but not very clearly. You can see a little bit blur, right? And the next one is the opaque one. So can you see my hand now? No, you can't see. So this object is an opaque one. Not only this, you have walls, doors and etc. objects around us which are opaque and which are not very clear to look into it, or else which are clear to look into it, or else which are a little bit opaque, means we cannot see through the objects. So okay guys, today's our lesson. We just recap our lesson. Okay, so we learned about luster, soluble, insoluble, hard and the soft substance, where I have the smiley ball which is the soft substance and this is the hard substance. We also learned about the floating and the sinking one. So here we have the leaf and the cap of poster color which is floating on the water. You have the stone which got sinked, or else which got settled down in the water. And I learned about transparent, translucent and the opaque one. So the transparent is nothing but